Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of Epic Fumble, where we have this lovely bunch. We have three for now. One at one time, Vest is going to join up also because she also have a bus ride to take from after work, and she works 2 hours from where she lives. So yeah. So yes, and well, Phil have babies, and babies takes time, so he will join up also at some point without issues. Anyway, he's unconscious for now, so we'll see what we're gonna bring next. But nice to see you guys, even if it's 2 weeks. Oh, and we have a Phil that came up.
You summoned him.
He woke up.
I summoned him by talking about babies. We just started the game. I just transitioned to the in-game thing, so we're all good. We haven't started yet. But anyway, you're unconscious, so.
Yeah, I remember now. I forgot about that.
So, well, last session, feeling for a quick recap? Well, no, since we're in combat, I'm going to do it quickly. You had some hints about the Myriad going at a specific place, and that's what your mission was in the first place. Gathering information about Myriad and the clasp that was happening, what was happening in Nicodranus. Well, technically Port Damali, but you discovered that there was some inside Nicodranus, so hey, why not do a pit stop there? You went there. Revna had a little chit-chat in her head with Hunty, saying that, yo, target's close. And when when it arrived, you encountered that some of the lovely people in there were shapeshifters, like werewolves and werebears, but also accompanied by criminals that you once met when you carried the body of your old mentor. Well, not old mentor, she's still your mentor, technically, Astrid. So, this, and well, you met a lovely archmage that is one of the fellow of the Cerberus Assembly, the second in command of the Archmage of Dysology. Dysology meaning the studies of abomination creatures to help being more efficient about what's out there in the world. And Ilarith Moonsong is the name of this archmage.
Criminal.
You see that he was half an half-elf fellow, but he was way paler than paler than a high elf. So these looks like pallid elf that are from Exandria, especially. So, with all that, we will be at the top of the round with our lovely grandma with her flamethrower on shoulder, with an unconscious cat just above her, a near-death, invisible Revna.
If I can't see it, it's not hurt.
Yeah, we don't see Revna.
Nope, she have a greater invisibility on.
What is that? Is that Revna?
No, that's a corpse.
Oh.
Samesies. No.
Yeah, close enough.
So, with all that,
All right.
in the initiative, Portia starts, and after the Hork, that is Ewo.
An ally, guys. An ally.
Yes.
All right. Remind me, the bear is a bad person as well.
Yeah.
That deserves all the bad things that comes towards them.
Mm-hmm. The assassin that poked Shroud with poison is right on there, and the lovely fella that is this gentleman there. This lovely gentleman is the one with the two swords up top. That was really cocky a moment ago, but seems to be going a bit more now that the Archmage is no more.
Yeah, shame what happened to him. Anyways, on one side, I have people who deserves all the bad things that come to them. On the other side, there's a hurt cat,
Sure.
and I am a cat person as a player, so I'm gonna be out of character atypically, and go take care of the local feline, and cast very politely a cure wounds on them.
Yay!
Ah, our dear Shroud will not be. I will not be rolling his death saving throw.
Here's 7 health. 7 health.
It's fine. I'm gonna get up with that.
Then I'm gonna move 4 squares because I'd moved 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I realize upon this moment that I can have the best of both worlds because I can do a flamethrower as a bonus action in a 15-foot cone, which could hit everybody except my very good friend,
Vess.
Vest. Yeah,
Move from there afterwards.
I'm out of movement after that.
Oh.
Don't worry, I can take it. She can't take it. So I'm gonna ask them all to do me a DC 17 spells dex saving throw, while I shall unleash the wrath of my flamethrower once I can figure out where the hell that flamethrower is. Boop. Did I do
Dex
this right?
saving throw. Maximum damage.
Hey, it's only DC 17, and I could put like the template here. Yeah.
That's your bonus action? 16?
That's a subclass feature. Let's go.
Is it half damage if they succeed?
Yep.
Wow.
They'll settle for 8.
That's good.
That's a perfect cone, actually.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's an artistic merit to it, I like to think.
Amazing.
Let's see
Yep.
if it's. They all fail.
Except the werebear.
Oh, true. The first one was a 17.
Yeah.
My bad.
Hey, listen, if you want him to fail, I'm not
No,
going to
no,
complain.
no.
He wants us to die.
I am not tech savvy enough to know how to remove this template, unless
It's
someone
the
could-
second icon in Foundry, measurement control. You click on it, and there's a square that's going to happen. You click on it, and you press delete.
Okay.
So here for the werebear.
Oh,
This
yeah,
one
did
for
it.
full damage. Here.
Did I do the 9-foot square, or is that someone else?
Oh my god, they're all near death except the werebear. I got it. Here you
Oh,
go.
thank you, sorry.
So, was that your turn, Grandma?
I am satisfied with the hand that heals and the hand that hurts. That is my turn.
Perfect. Well, it's now Ewo's turn. Going over here, you will, as the monk that he is, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, you will punch the bear once. That hits. And he will use a key point for stunning fist. And the werebear will do a wisdom saving throw. Is it Constitution or is it wisdom? I don't remember. Freaking.
Constitution, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
And the bear fails. So Iwo just run and climb up a bit on the window and wall and just Superman punch the werebear, and you see that the bear just and let me check. No, he's not immune to the stun condition. So that will be the first punch, and you will bonus action punch the assassin next to him. Here. And hits for 5 damage. And 5 damage is enough to... You see the assassin lady that poked up our friend Shroud a bit earlier getting punched right in the chest, and you just see her and you hear of her rib cage just getting dead. Apply damage. She's now out of combat. And after Iwo, it is now Shroud.
Oh. Okay, I have a question. Is there any music, or I'm just don't have it?
There
I'm not sure.
is.
I don't have it. Okay. So for my turn, I will get up, taking half my movement, I think.
Mhm.
Just look around and see why heck I'm here, because I got a magic missile in the back. Um, and I'm
Sure.
gonna do like nothing happen and see that my friends are fighting over here and just move here. But seeing that I'm near death and not really in a good shape, I'm gonna take out my. I'm gonna drop my piercer. Yeah, piercer is gonna be on the ground, and I'm gonna take out my light crossbow and shoot that guy. I think. Yeah,
Alright.
that's what I'm gonna do.
You know that he is the leader of this section. By the way.
I remember that
Okay.
that idiot face. So, do we have to talk to him? Oh well, too late. I shoot.
That's my cat.
20 hits. So, yep.
And I'm gonna have my sneak attack also, because there's Vess
Yep.
taking his full attention, and I'm gonna roll the dice manually because my sheet is still not updated. We forgot about that.
Shit.
Yeah, well, it's fine. It's 4d6, so roll. So it's gonna be 23 total damage with that crossbow.
The guy had 3 HP.
Who's got anime dead?
And I'm gonna stay there and finish my turn.
All right. That was Shroud. It was supposed to be the leader of this little group, but hey, not happening today. So we're going with Kaiser with
Yeah. So I thought about doing some area of effect, but everyone seems dead except the Werbear. So I would use my resources sparingly, and I will toll the dead the bear.
Toll the Dead the Bear for 11 necrotic. Let's see if my wisdom is a high enough, and it's a natural 1.
All right. So I will have fun with my graviturgy magic, and I just want to go make sure what spell the save DC he has to do. Oh yeah, I can move it 5 feet as I wish since I hurt him. I will move him in the air up, and then I will use my bonus action telekinetic in hope to put it again 5 feet in the air. Let's see if I can do that. He has to do
A strength saving throw 17, I think.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
clicked on it.
That's yeah, it appeared on chat. DC 17 of strength. Well, he is pretty strengthy.
Yeah, I know.
For a 19 total. So
He don't.
Your total dead. Does it pull him with graviturgy?
No, I
or
wanted
does
to
it
put it
push him from
even put him more up.
Okay.
That way, he would have had some fall damage. That's my little nun bow, but it's okay. It does nothing.
So you try to push, and you just see the mass of this bear just. Wait, I have this stun condition. Let me check if it does something about strength. I know Dex is doing something, but stuns here. Creature automatically fails strength, dexterity, and strength and dexterity saving throws.
Huh.
So, roll me an extra d6 at the bottom of the chat if you want.
Finally, bonus damage. Oh!
6. All right.
That's it. I did what I wanted with all this build. I can now change character.
Well, you had a 17, total of 17 with all that. That's
I know.
That's good. That's good. All right, so we're now going up with Ravna, and after the bandits, it's going to be Vess that's arrived with us. You can go grab a
Yippee.
bite also because you just been through. Okay, you're good. Cool.
Yeah, I had time to eat a little.
Okay, good. Nice to see you.
Yeah, seeing as how Revna is freaking like very injured right now, she's gonna want to put an end to this as fast as possible. So she just waves an arm, and out of thin air, darts of energy take shape, and I'm gonna magic missile the bear.
Ooh, the bear.
The bear.
The bear. So, first level?
Yeah.
Cool. Roll me. That's sweet D4. So 4. Do you want to go times 3 or you want to go roll by roll?
You can go ×3. That's
Okay.
fine.
So 12. So he is right now stunned, so it takes the whole thing. So 1, 2, 3. Badly injured. Just pierces skin. That is usually immune to any type of normal damage, but this is not normal damage.
Yeah.
So that was your action. Do you want to do anything else as a bonus, or?
I'm like, do I quicken a cantrip?
Doom, doom, doom. You have advantage on your attack because he's stunned.
Yeah, I know. And I'm also invisible, so I would have anyway.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quicken a firebolt.
All right. Oh, it's true. I didn't put Nazum out there. It's okay. It's more of a fair fight anyway.
With advantage.
23.
That's 3 fire damage.
Yeah, it smells a bit of a burnt bear.
Burnt fur. Okay.
Yep. I lost the camera of our dear Henry. Let me just.
Oh.
But yeah, I have it in the conversation, but I don't have it in the stream. That's
Huh.
just weird. Huh. Okay. So, with all that, well, technically, with everything that happened now, there's a curse of Viv in every campaign that I made. Abandoned Captain. That is actually coming up down south and going to strike at her.
No!
Times. And we're starting with 1 strike with a scimitar. 12 is not enough. That is sliding on your full plate armor. And we're going now with a dagger.
No,
Of a 22.
that will.
I think that hits for
Yes, of
a
course.
7 piercing damage.
I'm down.
You're down. Oh no!
That was exactly what I had left as HP.
Oh no!
That's why I'm laughing my ass off.
This is a vendetta.
All right, and I still have 1 movement left. So, hi, Grandma. And he's going for a scimitar attack for a 23 to hit, and it goes for 6 slashing damage. Bandit Captain, the curse of my every single fucking game.
Honestly, you know what? I think I'm gonna have a plan B prepared. I think I'm gonna respect her as a bandit captain. Just to fuck you over.
Some fighter rogue combo. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bandit captain.
All right. So, well, it is, after the bandit captain, it is Vess. So I'm gonna roll your death saving throw.
Death saving throw, yeah.
All right.
Your vest saving throw?
That's such a bad pun, though.
Let me just try to re-add again, Ari, because I don't. The camera doesn't work.
Yeah, and because I don't think it's on my end, because
No, that's a
Here,
weird
yeah.
thing.
Is it possible it might be an OBS thing?
I think it's going to be
And like the
OBS
pathway?
Ninja. You please.
I can refresh,
Thank
yeah,
you.
okay. Be right back.
And it's going to be the werebear. that is fucking stunned by the monk you brought along. And that would be the end of his turn. We're now going back with Portia.
Portia's gonna brush away the nick on her cheek that she got from the bandit captain.
Hello.
And she's gonna take a step to the side and put a hand on a patch on her coat and rip it off. It being a drop of blood, it should give her a potion of healing or 2. I forgot what it gives.
It gives 4 potion of healing.
Or a vampire.
One of the 2. I'm gonna settle for potions of healing today. And as I rip this out and 4 potions of healing materialize in my hand, I cannot hold. I'm just gonna glare at him while administering a potion of healing to Vest, if that's okay.
Technically, using an item is your action.
Well, in that case, instead of being cool like that, I'll just step by, give her a little cure wounds. I'll settle for that if that's how it's gonna work.
Okay.
Because I like my friends. I don't want them to be unconscious.
And anyway, you do like 16 fire damage as a bonus, huh?
On the good days, yes, I do.
So Vess is healing back 9 HP.
Then, I do a little. Where was I? And because I have a lot of movement, and this bear is stunned.
Yes.
Oh no, there's no way to hit both of them without burning a friend right now. So you know what? I'm see where was I? Tap my head. I'm like right, and as I do this, my left hand that had my flamethrower is gonna spit fire in the bandit captain's face.
Ooh, okay.
Hey, he marks my face. I mark his. I'm a fair lady.
All right, click on that flamethrower.
Okay. For some reason, it doesn't let me use the.
It was a DC 17.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It says no uses of my flamethrower are available for some reason. But yeah, it's DC 17 for 2d8.
For 16.
3 fire damage. Please.
All right. So here, 3 apply damage.
Yeah.
He's still technically unarmed if you go over him.
Yeah. He's barely hurt.
It's been a while since I killed an old lady.
I just look at him with the most disappointed grandparent look I could muster.
I'm not angry. I'm disappointed.
Honestly, that should deal psychic damage.
Yeah. I hear that. I'm like, I see your parents failed you.
Probably. Most criminals does. And it's now Ewo's turn. Ewo's going to punch the shit out of the bear in front of him. Here, +7. What could be paste that instead? For a 17, it hits. Let's go with that. +4, 12. Damn. And second attack, bonus action. No, he's more than level 5. 12 doesn't hit. And third attack with the bonus. 17 hits. D8. Alright. He doesn't have any more key points, so yeah. Here. Alright. So Ewo's turn went through. We're now going with Shroud.
Okay, so the bear.
Yep. The bear.
I'm going to shoot the bear. As easy as that. Where's my character sheet? There it is. Crossbow. 15?
15 does hit. But your crossbow is not magical, right?
No, it's not. But yeah, so is he immune or?
shapeshifters are immune to normal damage, so you
Oh,
you shot directly in the neck while the grandmother is bothering him in melee, and Iwo just punches face, and you just see the the bolt. You see, oh, I got him, and you just see the bear
Oh
turns to
dang.
you.
I'm lucky he's stuck between a lot of my friends. So I need my fucking sword that I dropped on the floor, and I don't have any action left. Okay. So I'm just gonna go next to that wall, and as a bonus action, use cunning action to try to hide.
You can attempt. Let's go. Go roll a
Yeah.
stealth check.
Yeah,
You
we'll
have to be
do.
the passive of these fellas. That is a 17. And a 24 does.
So yeah, I'm right on the wall and
Yep.
super sneaky.
All right.
And that ends my turn.
So we're now going up with Kaiser. Ravna on deck after.
Yes. So Kaiser will use the bear. I will use again the same spell since it worked the first time.
So
Yes.
bells of death.
Toll
is
of the
ringing.
death. Come on.
Come on, here, bear. DC 17, and I rolled a 3.
Yes.
So 14 damage.
And I push him backwards.
Okay. Oh no. I didn't succeed. All right, and I will roll the DC saving throw.
No.
Oh.
No, it's I don't use my telekinetic on him.
Okay.
What I do is just push him away from the Grandmaster, so she's not melee.
Okay.
And it's automatic since I hurt him with a spell and he failed the saving throw. I can move him 5 feet where I want. I will use my telekinetic on the bandit captain,
All right.
so I can push him here.
Perfect.
So he has to do a strength saving throw of 17.
And a 15 is not enough.
So I push him here.
All right.
I free the grandma from melee. I did my job.
Free grandma from melee. That's right. All right. The werebear is near death. The is still unharmed for what is the bandit captain suffered, and that will be your turn, Kaiser.
Yep.
Yeah, we're now going up with Revna.
So the bandit captain, as soon as he gets pushed back, he feels like this cold grip on his heart, has like bonus action cast Hex. And I'd like to give him disadvantage on intelligence saving throws.
Oh,
It's
mindful.
only
Hello?
on intelligence checks.
Oh,
not
check.
Saving
Sorry.
throws for X. But X is
Are you-
always the ability.
Yeah,
it doesn't say
yeah.
involved there. The saving
Are
throw.
you able to concentrate on 2 things?
Nope.
Oh, that's true.
Do you want to become
I am
invisible or you're casting
invisible, and
X?
Hex. I forgot Hex is a concentration. You know what? Scratch that. We're just gonna Tasha's mind whip him
Okay.
instead. So he has to make an intelligence saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
For a 15.
oh my god, he meets it.
So I suffer half?
Yes,
Yeah.
and none of the other effects. So 7 psychic damage.
Ugh. Where does that fucking come from?
So would that be your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn. I can't really take any bonus action right now.
It's the bandit captain that is next to Vess and like,
Stay down.
and he gonna go with a scimitar there. For a 24 with a 6. But you yield 9, so you're not down again.
Yeah, doesn't he have like 2 attacks?
You have 3.
Which is why you got the finger. Because I'm like, yeah, fine, I'm not
But-
dead with the first one.
He stabbed you, and you see that you're not going down, and you looks at Portia in front of me.
Oh, fuck it.
And he goes up for Grandma.
No, Grandma.
With a dagger now. For 12 to hit, that does not. So Grandma was ready this time as he's coming.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he'll go and go. Yeah.
Just because you went a little fast and it's still in his turn.
Yep.
And I haven't used my reaction.
Yes, you can. You certainly do.
I've been waiting to use that for like fucking forever. All right, so I'm gonna Hellish Rebuke.
Roar.
All right.
Yeah, no, I don't think I will.
Is it the first time you're using your Hellish Rebuke? Well, I swear
Yep.
I have. So it's going to be a little 3 of fire. So what does it look like, your Hellish Rebuke?
The way I see it, it's because it's fire based. It's just like kind of when you try to touch something and like un retour de feu.
Okay.
I don't know how you say that in English.
A backfire from
Yeah.
like when you open
A
a door.
backfire,
When, when there's pressure on the other side. Perfect.
Yeah, basically that's what it looks like.
I have a question. Is this the Tiefling Hellish Rebuke?
Yeah, it is.
So it's a level 2 Hellish Rebuke?
It's I don't know. It's considered innate
It's just that she
spellcasting?
can cast Hellish Rebuke, not
Uh,
as.
No, but for the Tiefling, it says a second level spell that you cast. It's just 3d10 usually.
But it's once you reach 3rd level. But when you cast Hellish Rebuke, oh no, as a 2nd level. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
You're right. So you had me D10 there.
Well, wasn't it what it rolled?
You roll 2d10.
Yeah, I rolled 2d10, right?
You have a third one. Hellish Rebuke starts
Oh.
at 2d10, and
Yeah,
every
you cast it
adds
as
a
a
d10.
2nd level.
Wow,
Okay.
you know so much.
I played Tiefling.
Yeah,
so
that is
often.
better.
I played Tiefling so often, I didn't even know that.
I usually play human, so thank you. I didn't know that.
All right. So that was his first attack, and the 14 of his scimitar. Does it hit Portia? But I don't think so with your new armor.
I'm staring at him with his face much more singed, and I'm just shaking my head in disappointment as he misses.
All right.
I'm at
As-
19 AC.
As a bonus action, I'm going to disengage.
Coward.
2, 3, 4. That was my movement left. And that will be it. So, Vess, you're now near death, but still breathing on the
Yeah,
ground. So you would have to spend half your movement to go up.
I'm gonna spend half my movement. I can reach him with the other half of my movement.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very much the plan.
All right.
So, and I'm gonna cast Blade. Right. Just because I'll need to reactivate because I went down. I think it deactivates when I go down, but I'm not sure.
Your Crimson Right?
Yeah, I'm not sure
No,
if
it doesn't
like...
deactivate.
Okay, so it's still active.
Mm-hmm. You still have
Okay.
a fire now on your blade.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
So.
Well, I don't think 13 hits.
No, 13 doesn't hit. He's wearing
That's
a
fine.
studded leather armor on his chest. For 24, I cannot do anything about that. So yes, it hits. So 12 damage plus your
Yeah.
d6 of your Crimson Right.
Yeah.
Plus 1.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything as a bonus, or that was
That's what I'm looking really quickly. Oh, sorry. I just wanted to look what it said. Okay.
of the anxious until the as a bonus action anybody in 30 feet, so you can do it, and your charisma intimidation would have advantage until
Yeah.
the end of your next turn. So if you want to
Yeah,
do an intimidation on next turn, would be
Yeah, I just wanted to read, but I didn't think it was useful, and so it's not ready.
Ooh.
all right.
So that would be the end of my turn. Just looking at another thing, but it's not relevant.
All right. The werebear now is going to go back with Grandma. Right here. It's going to do 2 claws on Grandma and 1 bite on the fucking orc. So here. For 26 to hit on the Grandma for 13 slashing damage.
That hits.
The second one for 14. 14 does not hit, so the second claw just on your new armor. Screech a bit like a nail would be on it. And now is going to be the bite on the half-orc fella. 12 does not hit. You see that the half-orc is in defensive stance, and you just see the bear goes, and he just, when it comes to bite him to his face, just grab the mouth of the bear and just and try to hold it down. And that would be it for the werebear. We're now going back top of the round with Portia.
It hurts to get clawed by a giant bear that is a man. Or we're a bear. I don't know how to.
Where a man.
Yeah, a bear that were a man. Okay. I will ask you to do DC 17 dexterity saving throw.
Oh, you're not sweet.
And ask him how it. It's gonna take 8 fire damage.
So how do you want to burn this werebear to death?
So the first claw kind of like hits me across like an exposed part of my arm or something, and the second one kind of gets stuck against my shield, and that's just enough for me to glare at it and just shove my arm into an opening, gaping wound that it had from previous attacks, and pull the trigger, lighting it up on fire from the inside.
All right, and the werebear is now dead. That was your bonus.
That was my bonus. And as it falls, I'm gonna utter, "There's some naughty kids that need to be disciplined."
God damn, Grandma.
That's kinky.
So I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna glare at this person that has been very mean with me, and I take that personally. And I'm gonna cast a Thorn Whip on him.
And a 20 hits.
It's gonna be 7 piercing damage, plus, because we're fun like that, I have a feature that gives you some extra abilities. Once I can find it, because it's been a while.
It's been a while, my friend.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
I can add a D8 to that with the arcane firearm. So I add a D8.
That's not fair.
So it's gonna take a 3 extra damage on the house.
You motherfucker.
And yeah, pulling it up like, where were we? And that's my turn.
Okay. So now that's Ewo's turn. Ewo's gonna use his last flurry of blows. Well, let's see if there's what's happening with the 2 first attack. Yes. Nope. Second. 14 hits. Seven. Apply damage. Here. Nope. So, Ewo went for a bonus. He didn't flurry of blow on this because he's seen that he's not doing that great. He's getting injured by the bear almost with the bite a bit earlier. He's just like,
Are we keeping him alive or not?
and that will be Shroud's turn now.
So I have to keep him alive, or I can kill him.
Do what you want.
I'm pretty sure Shroud would do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 1. Wait. Where's the line?
Did you delete your
there it is.
token?
Okay.
I'll sit here.
Okay, no. Okay, cool.
Okay, so I still have 1 movement. So I'm gonna go there. I dropped my crossbow while coming there.
Yep.
Running and panting because I'm heavily wounded. And I probably didn't listen to the orc because I was too concentrated on surviving, and I'm just gonna stab that motherfucker with a dagger.
All right.
But I'm gonna stabbing with booming blade.
Okie dokie.
No. What's going on? I'm not sure what I did.
What have you done?
I think my booming blade is not working, so I'm just gonna roll stuff manually.
You roll
Uh,
your attack and
Yeah.
you'll roll the extra thunder damage.
Okay, so 23 for a 9 with the booming blade
It does
damage.
hit.
Why does...
Yeah, no, they just don't work.
Ah, now it's working. But it's only 1 dice. It's not 2 dice.
Yeah, but it's technically your second damage is going to happen. So that's why it rolls it right now.
Yeah,
If he
but
moves, but it's going to be 3 now.
3, yeah. And there's gonna
Sneaky
be this also. Ta-da!
So you
I
were
hope he's
not.
dead.
So you were not doing non-lethal
Nope.
because you're in melee. You could have.
I know, but I don't know. I don't feel like Shroud would be doing it.
All good.
I agree.
So how did you end the last surviving?
I
member?
just give myself a tap in the back saying, "Ah, that magic missile was not hurting at all," and I run as best as I could, drop my crossbow, and just take one of my favorite dagger. I still only have 2, but anyway, and just jump on him and try to stab him in the head, and I hope I take him out with the neck, while my friends are there being more diplomatic than me, and I look like a crazy cat.
You know, when you hold a cat for too long and they're tired of being held.
Yeah, exactly like that. But I was mad. Someone dropped me on the floor unwillingly, so it's
Alright.
mad Shroud.
And you see at this place, on the right, because we're ending combat right now. On the right, you just see a door open, and you see a bugbear that is just put his head outside of the door, looking scared, and you see kind of a chef hat on the sides, and he's just
What happened? Who are you guys?
I reflexively point my flamey arm at him. Stay there. Who are you?
and you are perceptive enough, Portia, that you see 2 other commoners that seems to be inside this place. That seems to be like the kitchen.
Okay. I look at the rest of the group, take a little peek over my shoulder, like, how are we all doing?
Drop your weapon and come into the middle of the room.
Okay.
He doesn't have a weapon. It's just that the image have a weapon.
It's a rolling pin.
He's a cook.
Yeah, exactly. He's a cook. And you see,
Are
he's just a tall fellow, and you see an half elf and a human with them. Like,
We were only doing food for them. We were preparing a dinner.
What?
We're prisoners?
Oh, sorry, I did not understand the words.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a little kick to the bandit captain. Figures couldn't even cook for yourself.
I'd like to, still invisible, like sneak by everyone and head to the kitchen just to like take a peek inside, make sure he's telling the truth.
Okay, you can bring your token in there and see.
Yeah.
The one thing though with him that it would be useful if we had spells that allow us to speak to that, because asking him question would have been relevant.
Yeah, we can still search the place. Is there anyone else here but you three?
Well, there was this guy and this guy. I didn't know we had someone that can turn into a bear. And we had the lady there with the fine daggers. And there was the half-elven fellow with blue robes that was there earlier.
Nelfel Flea, where did you go?
No, not lady. He had blue and black robes.
Yeah, but
wizard-
the
The
one
mage?
before her.
Yes, he looked like the magic kind.
Yeah, and what exactly do you know about this place and this fellow dead people?
They were loading for boats, leaving town before everything turns to shit.
What is turning to shit? Just curious.
Some pirates are coming, right?
Yeah, but there's other things on the pirate ships,
Such as?
such as Larry. What did he talk about last dinner?
Well, wasn't really clear, you know. It was, okay. Well, anyway, you killed them all, and they're criminals, right? They are doing They have creatures from, they said, lower planes in their discussions. I don't know what would it be, but creatures on those ships also comes from lower planes. I don't know what that means.
I give another kick to the bandit captain for no reason.
Okay.
Do we have to roll Arcana to have an idea of what that means?
Yes. Or
Yeah,
religion.
that I
or
would
religion.
like. I would like that.
On your side, Revna, when you go in the room over there, it is plainly a kitchen. They were not lying. And it was good food that was getting prepped there.
Okay.
While they're asking the staff, the kitchen staff, could I search the bandit captain and the werebear?
Yes, for sure.
Because I'm mainly looking for not loot, but like information or like contract or
Yeah, she's trying to make loot.
In this situation, you have the guy that I showed the picture earlier, the half-elven fellow with the buzz cut and leather armor and two swords.
Wellwoods, yeah.
Yeah, he was. It's this guy over here. It's not the bandit captain in this situation. So you want to check for information on the bodies there. That's what you
Yeah,
wanna do.
exactly.
Cool. Shroud, on your side, I see you already going for the gold.
As soon as everybody was down, I went for the chest that I remember. No, actually, I went back to take my crossbow, take Piercer, and when I lifted up my head and saw those chests, I was like, oh, goddamn.
Oh goddamn! So there's one open.
But I'm still listening to what those guys are saying, but I'm
Okay.
gonna check if there's anything I can do with those chests at some point.
Okay.
But it's not the main thing,
Good.
so...
And Portia, on your side with the 25 of religion, you know that these lower planes are related to fiends. Fiends meaning demons and devils.
I consider my earlier kick as justified and mutter, Something along the lines of, I swear, if we have to deal with the same thing we dealt in that small village.
Hmm. What was your escape plan?
Us? They
Well-
were gonna bring us on their ship because they needed us to make food for them.
Oh, so you know how to navigate around a ship.
I know how to cook inside the kitchen of a ship.
Nice. That will be useful. Well, we'll commandeer this ship then.
We can certainly. Larry, do you know anything? Stuart?
I don't know fuck about navigating.
Do you have
Well,
friends that knows how to navigate a ship? That will be a nice ticket out of the city for you.
I think I found the friends, and I'm pointing at the guys at our feet.
Well, they were not our friends, but yeah, it was them that was supposed to navigate the boat.
Yeah, okay. Well, prepare the boat in case we find a crew to leave it. That way you will be safe either way.
Okay.
By the way, did you see a blonde lady who also does magic? And I take this opportunity to drop my invisibility and I pop up right behind the guy as I say this.
What was that? Okay.
During this time, Vest, please give me an investigation check or perception.
A blonde lady?
Yeah, a little scary looking, has this presence to her, does magic, might have gone missing. We're looking for her.
Do you have a name?
Yeah, Lady Astrid.
They talked about Astrid.
Oh, well, what do you know? What did they say about her?
It was. Let me.
You're not talking about to the most intelligent people that you could have crossed. But they said
What we have.
right there.
They talked about Kaimal, the city that is called Kaimal.
Does any of you know where that is? Ari the player does, but not Revna, who's not from there at all.
No idea.
Portia, sadly, with a 9, doesn't ring you a bell.
I'm very angry because I'm in an emotional state of mind. But I'm like, no, this doesn't make sense. I should have an idea. Unless you say ones are automatic fails.
On ability checks, no. They're not automatic fails.
So I'm going to use one by use of Flash of Genius
Oh,
as a reflex to add my intelligence modifier to this intelligence check I've already done.
like you're
Therefore,
shaking
bringing
yourself
my...
like, okay, then like focus. And you know that this is one of the main city in Taldore, but it's in the middle of the continent.
And they talked about Craghammer.
Of course they did.
And that's mostly it.
So they talked about Lady Astrid possibly being in one of these cities. What was the relationship here?
One or the two bringing one to the other, I sadly can't say.
They wanted to bring her to one or the other.
Yeah.
Do you know if they already have her?
They were talking to present tense, so I think yes.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess that explains where she went. And I look to Kaiser as I say this.
And the wizard robes guy in blue and black made some specific collar for her. Did what they talked about around dinner.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, who is that guy?
Yeah,
What was the color of his hair and like eyes?
they called him Mr. Moonsong.
Okay.
Oh my god, does he have any friend?
Yeah, sounds a little lame.
Well, they called each other by first name. He's Ellerith Moonsong.
So they knew each other.
Seems to be doing business for a while. Well, for me, I've seen him maybe 2 or 3 times here.
So this
And
isn't a one-time thing.
did the blonde lady was here recently?
The blonde lady was never here.
Hmm.
Yeah, they just talked about her.
Yeah.
Hmm.
When was the first time you saw this guy? How long ago was it?
The elven fellow?
Yeah, that Moonsong guy.
It was about 2 months ago.
Interesting.
And with all the travel that you've done, with everything across, it fits like the trials that you've made. Pretty much at the same time that the trials were made for the Cerberus assembly and such.
And before that, I think it was maybe 6 months before that date. So it's been close to a year now. And about 3/4 of one. But hey, yeah, I'm a cook, so
And you're doing a great job.
well, nobody's gonna heat it if you want it in the kitchen.
I could go for a bite after all of this.
Well, if there's pirate demon coming, we might need to leave before eating.
If you go into the weapon room, I think there's a room leading to another room here.
Where is the weapon room?
It's the one where your tiefling friend is kneeling against the wall. It's here.
Huh. Who's coming with me?
And I'm just gonna kind of like drag my feet over because I'm still like pretty heavily wounded.
No, we see. I don't see your character, but I see splashes of yellow blood.
Oh, she's no longer invisible at this point. Sorry, I'll remove the effect.
All right.
All right.
With all that, there's Vess that was checking for information. On the bandit captain, you mostly find gold, gemstones, jewelry that is mostly around 500 gold piece worth of. The guy was having some bling there.
I mean, I'm looking for information, but I'm not above taking it, so.
Werebear. The werebear is had some piece of clothing stick to him still, even if he shapeshift. And you find in a small leather satchel 3 vials of blood.
Okay, that's interesting.
And from there, from your lovely lover boy Darian over there, the body of this guy, you see that he is his armor is pretty torn apart by every side, but in between is kind of a journal
Okay.
slit inside.
So
inside
I'm
his
gonna
armor.
take that as well.
And that's pretty much what they. On him, there's also a satchel with 2 vial of green purple liquid. Seems to be poison.
I'll take those.
And that would be it for the bodies.
If I'm not using them, I'll give them the shroud.
Yeah. Shroud, on your side, you were going with the chest.
Yeah, before that, I just learned that when we're bloody, there's blood on the floor, and I just put so much blood everywhere.
You little.
Yeah, but I'm going for what seems to be loot chest.
There's an open one, and there's the closed one. Which one do you want to go? The closed one is is locked.
I'm gonna go for the close one. Open one or for loser.
All right. You see that the other chest is filled up with gold to the top. And
Yeah, but
gemstone.
it's open, so it's for loser.
Yeah, true, true. So you want to try to open the other one?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if it's safe first because I've had problems in the past, like cloud kill and stuff like that. So,
All right. You want to give me an investigation check for that?
yep, exactly. That's what I'm gonna do.
For a total of 16.
16.
It looks like there's some kind of protection when you open it. It's not on the lock. It's the chest itself.
Okay. And if, for example, I go over there, make a super mage end, and make it reach the chest to open it while I'm not in front of it, for example, by lock picking that lock,
All right.
what would happen?
You can give me first sleight of hand check.
Yes. But just to be sure,
With your plus 15, you want something to be sure?
well, how do I do it? I need to. It's the thief tools actually, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the thief tools.
Yeah. So there's
The plus
that-
5 to that.
that's not the good number.
So
Okay, so
D20
it's-
plus 8.
It's plus 16, so so it's 21 actually.
So 7 to 21. 21
More than that,
succeeds.
it's 23. 23. Anyway, whatever.
Okay. 20 was the DC. You
Okay.
open it from the distance. You remove the lock. You want to use the mage hand to lift the.
Yeah, I'm gonna be as far as I can, so 30 feet, something like that.
Okay. It's not an area of effect. You see that your mage hand pull up the chest, and you just see crackling electricity all around it, and it seems to be discharging itself and lose magic potency.
What a useful little spell. So I'm gonna go back over there
The
after
mage hand
and
just dissipate because it have 1 HP.
but nobody saw it because it's invisible.
That's true.
So it seems like I'm doing magic actually. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to the chest.
All right. You see that there's a small fume emanating from the chest. The fume meaning that the electricity seems to have been cracking potions that were inside this and destroyed part of it.
Okay.
So you see that with all the glasses that's in there, maybe 6 to 7 potions just been shred. 2 survived. Roll me a 2d8, please.
I'm gonna do that. That's D6. Oops. Roll.
5 and 5. So you have 2 superior healing potions in there.
Okay. I'm gonna take that. That's the only thing that was in that chest with the other potions?
No, there was also one item that I'm doing a random loot, so you'll have it after. We're continuing the scene over there.
Okay. And after that, I'm gonna go in the other chest because I feel like a loser after destroying 7 potions.
All right. Here. Okay.
It's actually the second time I do something like that. In the cave with the last werewolf, I did the same thing. The only thing that survived was the storm girdle.
And we are there's 2. There's Kaiser and Revna that is going for the room.
Yep.
Portia and Vess on your side, you're doing.
I'm just asking about dinner. Oh, well, a meal, a snack to help me like do a short rest because I'm a bit battered and bruised, and also I'm poking them some more information like who these folks are. Are they like with the Myriad and are there any other names they got?
They were talking a lot about. Well, they are from the Myriad,
I give another kick to the bandit lord.
Why do you kick him so much?
Hemison and his associates have messed with my family.
Oh, okay. Sorry for that.
No.
Well, I'm here because I didn't want them to mess with my family, so hey. Got that.
Yeah. Are you from here?
Nope. I'm from Jorhast.
Bit far from home, aren't we?
Yep. They were doing some sketchy shit, and I went into the wrong tavern at the wrong time after my mining shift, and then what happens?
Is it the same story for you two as well? I say, look at the other two.
Me, I'm from here, and I had debt, so I was mostly working here until I paid them.
Well, you can consider your debt repaid.
I see that. Thank you. They were not
Okay.
bad bosses, though. But yeah, they're still shitty people.
To the orc chef, I'll pull out from my little coin purse a polite 10 gold. They're like, it's not much, but it might help you get back home.
Oh, thank you. That's really appreciated.
But like, before we go anywhere, if you can just show us around the other things in this place. Yeah.
Well, there's the main room of the Damien guy at top there.
All right. Damien's. Which one of these guys again?
That body over here.
All right, let's go see what his room looks like. And yeah, I'm gonna look into there.
It's mostly well decorated, expensively decorated, more than good, well decorated in there. And you would have to search in there if you'd like to have more things in there, so you can roll an investigation, and we'll follow up with Kaiser and Ravna. When you arrive at the door, it's not locked for now, so you can open it, no problem. Oh, sorry. Whoop.
I opened it. I'm sorry.
Huh.
So you see, there's a really bunch of weapon, and they're well manufactured. Doesn't seem to be magical, but they are well crafted.
I will
Yep.
cast Detect Magic.
Okay. You see that one of them is. Whoop.
I don't know why he did that.
It's okay. I'll remove it. Here you see that the heavy crossbow on the left, one of them is magical.
Huh.
And when you are going to, you can look at the image itself. Let me just... With the clue that the guy said that if you go into the weapon room, they said that they maybe had a second room. You see the carpet, and you clearly see at the top of it the trapdoor that seems to be leading to an underground.
I pull the rug away. I'll look at Revna just to for a confirmation if we're opening this door.
I mean, if something's jumping out of it, I'm not helping you. I'm already a little,
That's okay. I will use my 30 feet invisible mage hand as well to open the door.
You can see Revna has her hands on that maul hammer.
Okay.
Right over here. And while normally holding such a weapon, she would just fall over due to the weight of it. She's holding it. like she can actually carry it
20 strength.
because girdle.
Girdle. You take out the rug. You open the trapdoor. And in there, you see... Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay.
And I have like 300 feet dark vision.
True. You see that if my music can go on.
Not the sad music.
Who's dead? Am I dead?
You open the hatch, and at first you hear a lot of noise from downstairs. You see
My God.
children. You see women, men, different species. You see among them dead bodies. And the reason that you, at first, being shocked by the image that you have, they're all in shackles. And some of them have red, bright eyes.
Like vampires?
And with the little bit of light that you have where you are, the first one close, you see fangs and bloods over. And they're just...
Help us. Please.
They're making feral vampire spawn.
Oh my God.
That's my guess. I'm not here. That's just like me.
Ravna just closes the door back
No.
again.
No, Revan, no. Ves? Ves?
I mean,
Ves, I think we have your specialties problem right here. And bring the priest with you. There's an ethical problem he might help. The monk, I'm sorry.
Okay. So, I mean...
Wait, aren't you a cleric?
Yes. But I'm very not sure of what we're supposed to do right now.
All right. So, I mean, I was kind of on standby after searching, so I'm gonna move towards that door.
And when you come close and Kaiser shows you the bottom pit, you just see these bloody creature, mostly with a scared visage. And
Yeah.
from what you see down there, because I know that you also have dark vision, you see some
Yeah, I do.
traits that is shared from some of the alive people and from the dead people.
Is there a
When
way
you say trait, as in like they were family?
Seems like.
Okay.
they're
Great.
what?
They're family. They
Your-
share blood.
Is there
Not
a
my
way-
family, but I mean they
Oh.
are family. Like
Is
they
there a
share
way
common. To
to save
reverse
them?
that?
Yeah?
I mean, I'm guessing this is probably kind of how they created the one we fought, because it reminds me of that. But also, I mean, I was able to reverse one, and I'm not sure what I reversed was exactly the same.
But I mean, some of them are children.
We're right
I don't
here.
need that.
What happened to you?
They turned us.
Who did?
I don't freaking know.
You could have remembered something. Did they bite you? Did they make you drink something?
You're talking to us like we're livestock.
You're not.
I'm trying to analyze if I can help you, or if I need to ask someone else. I'm sorry if I seem uncompassionate. I'm trying to understand.
Leave.
And at some point you see that a taller man that also have the same condition as them, that was one of the child that you just grabbed by the shoulder and said,
Stop now. You're not putting chance on our side.
He has the right to be angry. You all do. My questions are really meant to help you. I want to understand how you came to be infected the way you are.
The hunger made me kill my freaking mother!
Did they bite you? Did they make you drink something?
They made me drink their blood.
I'm gonna look at Kaiser and very quickly just say what a word. I'm gonna just say mage, but I'm gonna cycle in abyssal, celestial, infernal, see if any of those language click for him.
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them clicked. Let's just me see which one. Did you say abyssal? No, I don't have abyssal. I have draconic though. You have elvish under common.
No. No.
What's your purpose?
Having language from places where I
She's
haven't
speaking in tongues.
I mean, infernal makes sense. Okay,
If you're not to let us out, can you just leave us be here?
Is it a good idea to let you out? Cause if you guys are vampires, can you go into the sunlight?
Oh,
it's day.
Yeah.
we don't know. We've been stuck here for like months.
Yeah,
And
I
they're just
probably
putting more
wouldn't.
and more people down here.
Yeah, probably wouldn't take that chance. We could wait until nightfall. But we're
I mean,
kind of
that
on
would be
it.
a better idea.
Yeah.
Just okay.
Well, yeah, we're also kind of.
Close the trap for now and talk
Ewo,
amongst
could you maybe
yourselves,
help
but,
these people?
well, must admit it's my first time doing with bloodthirsty creatures in this. And I know that you're still living people. Well, I don't know the condition. I'm not a people person.
You
Yeah, well, their
fit like a
condition's
glove.
probably pretty shitty if that guy had to eat his mom because of his hunger. So.
Well,
Wait,
from what?
what?
I know, I mean, what
Yeah,
I
Portia
know,
heard that while she was investigating on the other side.
Yeah.
It's like, huh?
Yeah.
Ewo, you have he just stares at the bottom and with like you don't know what to do, and
I'll have to ask my superiors about that.
yeah.
Let-
I have my sending stone.
you have your sending stone to Anselt.
I'm gonna ask Insult. The guy's a mage. He might know more.
He's
How
I'm a
many-
mage, I know nothing.
How many people are in that pit, by the way?
The pit seems to be the same size of the room that you are, right there. Thing is that there seems to be at least 15 that are still standing.
So I'm gonna tell them that I'm coming back just because I don't want them to think I'm leaving them be, and I'm just gonna say I gotta try something. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure. You always say that anyway.
Who promised you that before?
Fuck off.
Very,
trick
very articulated.
He's a teenager.
The
Yeah,
hormones, man.
and-
It's the hormones.
So Vess is gonna go and use our stunning stone to basically ask Insult about it. If he's
Okay. That's 25 words. So
can you reverse someone? No. Can you reverse being turned vampire spawn magic, healing, emo craft. I have stupid plan involves, because I had some words left, involves me using my blood.
You should tell him how many people there are.
15 people.
What the fuck?
That counts as one word. It's WTF.
Yeah. Or, you could just say, huh? Still one word. Carries the same weight.
Kill Vampire Lord curing spawns.
Okay. Just that.
Emocraft useless.
Fuck.
Might be tools. Search with your order. Ghost layers. Can't help more. Sorry.
Shit.
At some point, I just go and reach my friend over there, and see what is going on. Hey, the people with these kind of eyes, don't they look like the two-person we saw? I don't remember the name of the city.
Oh yeah, the siblings.
The siblings, yeah, the one that
the
I stole the
twins.
signet, and after that, the signet I stole was given back to people because of Kaiser, and yeah, I remember that really well. But anyway, apart from that, I also have the ring to talk to you, if it's a problem you might be interested in city.
Yeah, weren't they identified as undead? Those two or something? Or am I metagaming? I forget if it's actually
I think we had
it happened in game.
But they had red eyes, if I remember well.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Can I roll investigation to do some very basic mental math via association?
The red eyes were not them. The red eyes was
No.
the feral one you crossed path on the road.
Yeah. Oh, I was checking out my thing. I was like, yeah, no, we're conflating two things together.
That's why. Well, that's about the one on the road that I talked about.
Yeah, the feral spawn.
I will use a spell which is message to speak directly in the mind of Revna. Revna, both of us are clearly excluded from the society, and yet we strive. I do believe if someone have a contact to help them, it's probably you right now. And I don't feel interested in punishing kids from a situation they did not choose.
what kind of contact you talking about? I don't know. The only contacts I have here are the same as you. That
I
is the
know.
Cerberus Assembly.
But where you're from and what you're able to do.
Oh, Jorhas?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't really know anyone who'd be able to help back there.
And what about just hold them whilst we find their vampire lords and kill it?
Wait, what? Sorry, could you repeat that? I
No, we did not hear what
What
the
them?
sending said. Yeah, sorry, that was metagaming. I don't know. I just mean you from a strange place.
Well, if you consider Jorhas strange, I guess.
Yeah, it is. Well, more strange than Exentrum. If we find a way to send them to your Xoras, do we have friends that can just make sure they don't eat anyone?
Not that I know of. I mean, the reason I came to Wildemount was to learn how to harness my magical power.
Hmm.
So,
Revenant, without history check, you know that in Rosona, drows have ways to not be affected by the sun with some
Oh.
specific things. So that could be helping and out there, but that's the only thing you could thought of.
Okay, I didn't know I had that information. So, well, okay, so I don't personally know anyone who could help, but I do know that the Drow of Rasana kind of like figured out a way to be able to walk out in sunlight, which as people from the Underdark, they should normally be able to do. So that could be
Hmm.
a lead.
That could help with them being outdoors. It might not help with their hunger, though.
True. Well,
Then we'd have some
could
day walking vampires.
could eating animals help maybe compensate for that?
Well, for now, I have an idea. Portia's gonna head back out. See whichever of the corpses seems the less important, and use her thorn whip to drag the corpse.
In the you mean at the bottom of the thing?
Yeah, like you know how there's like a few people we might have killed.
Okay,
Might-
from where you are. Okay, cool. I
Yeah,
thought
I'm
you were
like-
going for the dead bodies inside the pit. I was
No.
like,
I'm like,
"Well."
yeah. We searched the bodies, right?
Yep.
And I drag one with my thorn whip, like, and bring it over, and open the hatch, and push the body in there.
As soon as it hits the ground, you just have mostly the teenagers just crawl over. Maybe 6, 7 of those 15 people just and start to drink. You see the only adult in there being the human fellow still standing. Seems to be holding for them to feed. And after one body, there's nothing left for him, and he just goes for whatever remains inside.
I let out a sad sigh, and I say, "Hang in there," as I close the hatch.
Well, there's a kitchen back there. Maybe we could bring them something
Maybe we
in the
can
meantime.
go
I-
discuss in the kitchen what we're going to
Yeah.
do with them.
Yeah.
So you're moving.
Oh, hey, Shroud.
You're moving to the kitchen.
Oh, and I took the magic crossbow.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I took the hammer. Is that a hammer?
Yeah,
Or
that's
maul?
that's a mall.
Yeah, I want that.
All right.
Rena's very happy to be able to like actually carry such a weapon.
Where is everyone for the conciliabule in English?
C'est quoi un conciliabule?
A small group of conversation.
Okay. I was like, the fuck is that?
It's a precise word for this precise conversation.
A huddle.
A huddle. Let's go for the huddle, everyone. All right, we have a nittical
Ewo
problem.
joins you, but he stays silent with all the situation that happened.
Yeah, of course, you want us to be with that, right? Master Gamer, DM. All right.
If
But,
you want to talk
I'll
among
wait a little
yourselves, I
bit.
can stay out.
I mean, I'll wait a little bit before joining them, because it strike a nerve with us, the whole situation, and she's like, it's deeply unfair. And she's like, I can't do anything. I can't reach the people I would normally reach out to because they're too far, and I don't have a means to contact them. So she's gonna try and see if, praying helps before joining the conciliable.
You can give me a religion check.
Yeah, because the whole thing is like,
most of your prayers are going through Arathis.
Yeah.
The one about justice, the lawbringer. It is an unfair situation, and in this moment, you are no cleric. You don't have any specific link except your faith in
Oh,
what's
yeah.
fair in this world. And with whatever is happening in the coming hours, days, they will be left to a fate where they'll be chained down in the basement when maybe pirates and fiendish creature will be raiding the coast.
Yeah.
You close your eyes and there's nothing much that you can see or hope to. But you see a green, scaly, and purple hand with sharp nails, almost claws. But that's the only thing that reached. You don't know if it's your imagination. It's mostly a clawy hand of mix of green and purple.
What's that? And I'm gonna reach with everyone else because it didn't take that long to just pray. So
Good.
And I'm gonna share the information I got from my sending stone.
Okay.
So to save them, we have to kill their maker.
Which makes sense, because I was just hoping there was something else we could do, because my knowledge of that, I kind of came to that conclusion, but I was just hoping that there was something we might be able to do more in the immediate. And the thing is, I don't have a mean to reach other people from the Ghost Slayers, so...
Well, we don't necessarily have to do anything. We can just set them free,
Well, it's doing something, because if they kill someone, we kill that person.
Yeah. And even not taking action is going to be taking an action. There are consequences to whether we do something or not.
Well, okay. First things, if there was no imminent demon pirate attack, we could theoretically lock them up with the help of any institution in town in hope to find this vampire master and to kill it. But with the attack, we don't have those resources, and even if we had them, maybe this attack will save those vampire spawn and use the chaos to spread more killing around.
Yeah.
So it's like, if that's a bomb, and if we leave it here, it will explode on someone that does not deserve it.
So I forget, do we know exactly how long they've been down here?
Month, they said?
Honestly, the fact I don't know how long it's been since they've been turned, but that does seem to display quite a lot of restriction.
Well, if it's been a while, I mean, chances are that whoever turned them is long gone.
Yeah.
So they'll be difficult to find.
Yeah.
Well,
also,
we could search the place to see if there's a last cave for Vampire Master and Last Hope, and if we don't find it, maybe it's down there with them.
We could also ask the chef. I mean, he knew a lot of stuff about Lady Astrid.
Yeah, but what if the Vampire Lord sleeps beneath his spawn that way he's safe?
I don't know anything about how that works.
I don't know either.
I'm wondering, have we found anything from the people in charge here that might give us more clues as to why they even have 15 vampire spawns? And
I'm going to take out what I got.
You got
so,
the
like,
journal.
the piece of paper and the journal.
All right. And this is.
Okay, so that I found on Wellwood, and that was on the werebear.
Well, let's start reading. We might have some clues. Also, did I find anything in the bedroom with my 24 investigation?
In the room was mostly personal belongings. In there, you found a medallion, and that seems to be of arcane work. And on your side shroud, you found actually 2 scrolls. You found a scroll of sending, and you found a scroll of which one was it? It was this one. Okay. It was a scroll of Avard's black tentacles.
Ooh.
That is approximately 1,000 golden scroll.
On my side, I could check with the.
I think you were muted.
Yeah, I think
Shroud, if you
Phil
were
tried saying
something we didn't-
something.
Yep.
Still muted.
On t'entend toujours pas.
Hmm.
Maybe the mic itself.
We lost.
Cat got its own tongue.
Yeah.
I'll copy paste him the spells in chat just in case.
Yeah.
Like I said, I could bring that up to my friends of the
Is there
Cobalt Soul, but
any pocket of the cleric order here?
what we last heard was about the Order of the Lycans and some mutants.
Hmm.
Undeads has not been here for a while in this region.
I mean, I kind of was hoping for. Oh shit. Is there a way we could safely move them, or have an authority that's not gonna try to destroy them take custody of them? Because we can just leave them there.
You have to use fire then.
What, you mean burn them?
I mean, how do you kill vampires?
I don't know. I've never really
Me
dealt
neither.
with
I'm
any
not gonna
of
kill
that.
them.
I'm reading the journal, by the way, while like playing around with the medallion in my hand.
I'm sorry to teach you the words of the wisdom of the situation, but if we don't kill them, they might kill people after we leave.
Yeah, which is why I'm trying to find a way that we can have them be held somewhere safe.
Yes, but since the city will soon be attacked, there is no safe right now. Even our academy might be not safe for us anymore, since one of the archmages was clearly in this situation. We are on the move, and we need to stay on the move.
In some bizarre way, that hatch is their safest place for the duration of the attack.
Yes, but not the safest place for the rest of the city.
I mean, we found the hatch pretty easily, so nothing's stopping pirates from finding it too.
Shroud, can give me a history check, please.
Me?
You.
My history check sucks.
10 was it? You remember it because it was your mission. But you have a place where there's permanent portals set up with different location around the globe itself. Might be dangerous, It might be the safest things to go.
That's in.
That's in the Archmage Tower of Yusa.
Yusa's tower, yeah.
Yeah.
I had all the locations listed in my notes somewhere.
Yeah. I wanted to talk to Yusa actually and say there's a nest in the city and what he wants us to do, but I'm not sure it's a good idea. But I share with the other the idea of the portals.
Oh, well, we have a way to reach Yusa, right?
Yeah, I could ask him stuff like we found a nest of vampires. He's gonna be like alerted.
I
and-
mean, he's an
Unwilling.
archmage. They're an archmage. They probably know something about how to deal with vampire spawn or something.
Fire, they will say.
I'd say the same thing, but I'm no specialist and I'm actually not the one that's gonna take that decision. But yeah, I could ask Yusa.
It's worth a shot.
Okay, so how do I do that again? I don't remember. I'm just gonna do it. So I'm gonna try to focus on the signet I got from Yusa.
Yes.
Hey, Yusa, long time not talk. So
Short.
okay, so Nicodranus, warehouse, lots of vampire spawn, or I'm not sure, under the floor of a house. Yeah, that's what I'd say. What do we do?
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, well, we were with. Take it as we found that for now. We're just not sure what to do. We don't know if we burn the place up or if we try to do something different of it.
Okay.
It's your city, you know?
Yeah, half of it. Where are you located?
I'm not sure of the location, so
You're in
Hey,
a manor in
guys.
the port.
okay, we're there.
Oh, so that's my district. All right. I'll deal with this. Vampire nests.
It's the
I whispered to Shroud to mention the mage that they mentioned that was like in black and blue, because it might tell something to Usa.
the archmage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I shared that information too. Actually, I don't care. I shared the information we got from here. This guy, it's a city, so
Meaning that you describe what the whole thing. What
Yeah,
everything you did and
exactly.
Such.
how
yeah,
I
I
got
think it'd be
it.
important to let him know, let
Yeah,
them
exactly.
know that
How I got
these
hit by a magic missile too. It's important.
Yeah. And that these people are here against their will.
Yep.
Okay. Feed them with whatever you have on hand.
Oh, yeah, well, we can do that. And I just take a look at the big fat body of the werebear.
Would any of these creatures would be those vampires inclined to help for investigation?
Well, I'm not the one who would talk with them, but I just asked my friends if they were like willing to
Cooperate.
cooperate. Yeah.
I mean,
It's an
one of them
adult.
has an added. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
they
we
were-
need the human one, the more adult one. He seemed a little more calm.
Okay.
Yeah, one of them is calm, one to cooperate.
All right. So feed them. In around 15 minutes, be ready. You'll have a way to go through from where you are to where I am.
Okay, so yeah, 15 minutes, we're gonna be ready. So, okay, chop chop, we feed them, we leave in 15 minutes.
All right.
I'm just gonna ask, but after that, I think the connection cut with Yusa anyway.
Yep.
I'm just gonna ask my friend because I had another super ID. Does speaking with the dead works if you only have the head of the person?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I might go chop ahead for science, I
mean,
guess.
You could try, yeah.
Yeah.
What a shot.
Yeah.
Shroud, you can speak with dead people.
No, but I'm sure we can find someone, no?
Oh,
Uh,
maybe you
there
saw.
are- Or there are temple with certain deities. that are
Yeah, but we
associated
need to
with-
trust the people. But I feel like in Cerberus Assembly, we could find someone to help us. Anyway, I'm gonna chop that head. We have 15 minutes. Let's go.
All right.
I'm a pull bodies of people
And-
that I have no sympathy for.
I'm gonna go help Portia, and also, did you found something in the journal?
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. And if you can give me the idea of the arcane medallion, what it looks
I
like.
was coming to that. In the journal, you found some information about trades and maybe a destination. This boat was supposed to reach. Let me just activate the map on my side. This boat was supposed to go to a city that is called Stilben. It's on the Taldore, from what you get on the journal and with your history, your basic history notes. You have some dates, some proximity of when the attack is gonna occur. And you look outside, and the sun is. You're now in early PM. And from what you see, at when the sun's gonna set, the attack's supposed to arrive.
I'm gonna share that news so that O can coordinate whatever he can to help his fellow citizens.
I'll have to try to do something with the circle of teleportation. Oh, we have a whole fucking evacuation to do.
Yeah.
Do we have
Don't
enough
let
time?
us.
Go, Miss.
Oh,
Um,
go ahead. You started.
I'll keep in touch.
Okay.
And you see Iwo just darting.
I was just gonna say, like, he can bail out. We can take care of the rest.
Yeah, maybe we should probably talk about the whole pirate attack happening later this afternoon to use
I
a.
think
one
we need to
of these,
leave.
And
I mean,
How big of an attack is this look like from what the reports and all?
I think bigger than what the 6 of us can take.
Yeah, but there's other people in the city who know how to fight.
you rolled 24, right?
On my investigation, yeah.
You found enough information in a really short amount of time that it's not only Nicodranus that is being struck. It's Nicodranus, Port Zoom, Port Damali. It's an entire fleet reaching out.
The entire coast?
The information that you have on your side in the book that it's talking about Nicodranus, and that's the last bit of information you have from that. It's amongst 15 ship, and amongst them 5 warship that can carries hundreds of people.
Can we call thunder gods to kill them before they reach the coast?
How much of a warrior are you, Refna?
Just
Asking for
No.
friends.
I mean, I can try talking to him, but
I feel we're outclassed by this situation.
Any case, dragging bodies over to the pit, and
Yeah, like
advise
that's what
them-
I'm doing too.
Yeah.
All good with that.
I'm
And
actually using my hammer as like a.
I'm using
Shovel.
telekinesis.
you have the body itself just drop, and they feed themselves, and they didn't finish even the last one. They ate a lot what you dropped down there. And as soon as where you are, literally just above the room, over here, you see purple and gold energy just trying to twirl. And you see the middle just a bright white light. And you see Yusa on the other side.
I would like, please, for you to cross with those creatures.
Yes. Chop, vampires. Time to go.
Could you please follow us? We're gonna make sure you're safe until we can figure it out.
Okay, guys.
That's the grown up.
Yeah, the adult one?
The adult that seems to be like 25 in this section.
Yeah.
He looks to be 25, and like it's between 25 to 12 years old. The bunch there's there.
All right. We stick up together. These people seems that you're going to help us. We'll grief and buries the others another time if we can. For now, we might have a chance at survival.
And you see the troublemaker earlier that was hangry and screaming, just
Thank you.
and they cross. And you recognize the spell being a gate spell. So you see Yusa maintaining concentration.
We don't want to.
Magic missile. No, I'm kidding.
Anger
I'm
them
kidding. I'm
at
kidding.
all.
They're crossing, and then one of them is blended into half. No. So everybody crosses. Do you have a lot of loot down there? Shroud, did you take the gold?
I took everything I could.
With the time you were not in the scene, you can gather that there's around. It's mostly in gold piece, so that's going to be 7,000 gold piece.
Okay.
I have a bag of holding if you need help.
You have the Aversack. So he's
That's-
good.
Yeah, I have
Never
a
mind.
bag.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Oh, we could have put the vampires in the haversack.
One in each pouch.
But
You bought a pouch
7,000?
sacks.
Technically, no.
You cross on the other side, and you're not inside the mansion in the higher city. You're at the top of the tower at the port, where you see that the same design seems to be done in this place that where you were a bit earlier. Those vampires are there, and in the far distance, you see ships and ships in the far distance. And as you looked outside, it's actually like you would be seeing through a magnifying glass outside the window. The illusion just warp from the destination. From on the ship, you see pirates, criminals, scums coming, but most half of them seems to be scarred, seems to be merged with things. Their body changed. Some have the formation of having half of his face is like a large jaw that could be tearing heads off. You see that they all have mutations on them. And you see fiendish creature, an Alfishne like you confronted where you met this titan or primordial being. You have different kinds of fiendish creatures. Nothing devilish. Everything demonic.
Well, it seems that we're gonna have a lot on our hands. Or not.
As they turn, sorry, to their portals. portion in the journal,
No.
you have one name. One name that comes back. The same that you saw into Yusa's tower. And that you met at the Cerberus assembly. It is Eldrick Thunderbrand. And this phase comes back to you all in your mind. Nazum showed it to you in the minor illusion. He seemed the one that is funding the pirates, the Myriad. You don't have the clasp side yet. But this man seems to be in the past months, maybe the last year, generating chaos around continents. But maybe you're the only one who knows. And we're going on break. So we're going to take a short one, a 10 one.
Root.
So we're going to take a 10 minutes break. So we'll be right back after these messages. See you, peeps. And we're back, lovely people. With we ended right before the break where you brought a bunch of vampire spawns through an arcane gate inside the Tower of Yusa, where you've seen that the coming attack in the really far distance is going to be monstrous. A fleet that size, without any preparation, yes, Iwo is sending words, and most of the Cobalt Soul will be sending guards, resistance, but the path of resistance here is not the one that's going to be taken. It's going to be an evacuation, mostly of what people can do. Grab their stuff, leave. The chaos emerge in the city. You're at the top of that tower and you hear every people.
Grab your things! Grab whatever you can travel with! Food! Coins will be useless!
And as much as chaos is erupting and people shouting in the streets, soldier try to keep peace, but there's no peace happening right now. Everybody just looks in desperation in this moment. And you are at the top of this tower, being a watchful eye among what's happening. Yusa turns to you.
We could manage some kind of defense. I personally don't have enough arcana to defend against a fleet. I could maybe sink 6, 7 of those ships. Slow them down, maybe with a whirlpool or something. I might... Who you said your mentor was?
Mace? Astrid?
The Archmage of Domestic Protection, right?
Yes.
Always them. Always those mighty 9. Give me a minute.
And you see Yusa's going to a small orb, establishing a telepathic connection with someone. Among this time, you have the vampire spawn that, being fed, they're not a threat right now. You see that some of them have those red eyes flaring from times to times. The beasts inside. You see the claws on their hand now that they're at the bright light. Not from the sun, from the light inside the tower. Because you see that Yusa took care of shutting everything up. The same claws that injured some of your party. Those feral claws. And those, every time you have a glimpse of those red bright eyes, they just stick to your mind. One
I'm
thing
gonna.
that you notice now is that Nazum's not with you.
What?
Why?
The whole intervention with the manor, the whole vampire thing, he wasn't there.
Wasn't he outside?
That's the last time you saw him, but he never got in.
No.
The Archmage took him.
Or we forgot him.
Don't.
You would have known if Nazum was just like, hey, hey. But he was not like that.
The vampires ate him.
Oh, wait.
We threw the
There's
wrong
two-
bodies down there.
Fuck.
There's two possibilities. One, he was kidnapped. Two, he is not really who he seems to be.
Wow, I really thought he was just very quiet this entire time.
I was
Yeah.
thinking he was fighting somebody else outside, but
Actually, Shroud, that's the last thing you remembered seeing him. You were one of the last ones that got in.
just before falling down unconscious at the door.
Yep.
Wow, Shroud, you could have mentioned this before now.
Trauma.
Well, sorry.
I don't know what to do.
Do we have a way
Maybe
to
is there
track
any way we
Nazum?
can, locate him? Maybe we can. Ugh, I feel like we're just asking everything of Yusa right now.
Yeah. There's so many things that requires our attention, and so little we seems to be able to do. What should we do? What should we prioritize?
I feel like right now, with a pirate attack imminent, we should figure out what to do with that. Unless we just move on, it's not really our business, is it? Well, kind of because of
Yeah.
Eldrick being involved, but
And what if that's the solution? We don't go after the ship, we go after Eldrick.
well, where is he? Do we know?
No, but
He
the
might not
Archmage
even be
said she'll be
here.
back. I'm sure she will send us somewhere.
Well, don't you have a link with Astrid?
No, I have a way to teleport to a specific location. She told me to teleport once we have finished our mission, which we might use right now since we are on the verge of dying, but I'm not so sure where it brings us. I'm not so sure where I play with a sword.
No, but I meant doesn't.
Kaiser, you remember that it was when she was with, in company of Thunderbrand.
So this teleporting device could bring us to Thunderbrand, in fact.
Or a trap.
Yes, but she sent it to me in the most private and urgent conversation. I don't believe it was a trap, but her that had this little glimpse of time to say her piece.
Well, maybe
we
she doesn't know it's leading us into a trap.
Well, maybe she did not know it was him, the enemy, at that
Yeah.
point. And now, I don't believe he know we
We
have
know.
this device. But we know, and we can be stealthy as fuck. We go there, and we assassinate the bitch.
Yeah, maybe after we rest. Because this guy sounds like
I'm
he's
not
pretty
so
powerful.
sure we have the time to rest with the fleet of pirate coming along.
I mean, I don't mind not resting, but someone blows on me a little hard and I'm gonna die.
Yeah,
Let's
but what if
see.
we ask a little bit of help of this Archmage here? We cast on ourselves the most invisible thing we can, and we go all in. Strike force, invisible force. We try to take down the Archmage before he notices us, and then we die because you have counterspell and stuff.
I'm not against the idea. I just say maybe rushing
We're
in
working
is
on a lot
not-
of assumptions.
I feel like that's what we've been doing for quite a while now, actually since the beginning of this mission. We've been running on very little fuel, trying to get ahead of of something, which might have been what was a setup from the get-go.
Yep. But now Nazum might be in danger.
Yeah.
One of the reflex that you remember also is that when Nazum is in too great danger, he doesn't keep his dragonborn
Sure.
form. He switched to his dragon form. Dragon flying in town would not be something subtle.
So if we don't see a dragon in town, then it's likely that Nizum is no longer here.
Yeah, because the spell the wizard cast earlier could teleport many people.
Well, or he's
Against the
here and
law?
he's keeping he's keeping low. And he has some kind of ulterior motive.
But I mean, yeah, we can't fully.
It caught on my side.
Yeah.
What the?
That's 3 words.
I mean, you're there you go. Her
You said
webcam
one word
was
with
also
WTF.
frozen.
Yusa close up the conversation he's having. Comes a bit closer to you.
I've made some arrangement for your newfound friends.
Thank you.
They will be using this portal.
And they point to the one to Xorhast, to Drosana.
I knew it.
I'm sending them to the Thelis den. The brother of an old friend will be taking care of whatever's happening. And we'll keep them from feeding, from everything.
So Yusa mentioned a location, is that correct? Fellis Den?
Thelis den.
Fellis Den. Would Revna know where that is?
You know that it's one of the main den, and the past right hand of the Bright Queen was member of this. But they seem to have been destitute of their title a couple of months ago when the war ended. Traitor, something like that.
So, if you mind. And you see
that the older one seems to be going and leading the others. And the angry one, the around 17, 18 years old, turns to you and says,
is there any way I can, not being shipped like an animal somewhere, and do something about what happened to me?
Do you remember who turned you?
Yes. His
Can you,
face.
can you describe his face?
White hair. No. Wait. Let me just focus again.
I do a mirror image of the noble figure we saw with the brother and sister.
It was not them. Yeah, no, really, no. It's not them.
Wait.
Wait.
and you see Yusa comes, seems to look at them. Thought your head and try to read thoughts.
This, I don't know if the other ones also like this. But they've been affected by a modified memory spell.
Shit.
Yeah.
I might have a solutions to that, but it will take time and some experiments. If yes,
Talking about experiment. Vess looks at the 18-year-old and she's like, it might seem silly to you, but I can try and conduct tests if you want to provide me some of your blood.
what? Okay.
There's a few things we can try and find either with alchemy or it can try and reach to people from my order and see if they have more idea about it.
Okay.
And you see, you don't even ask and grab one of the vial on the desk of then, and you just put the vial to his eyes, and you just see that he's start crying blood.
I want to try and see if I can do the same thing Ansel did with like the lantern and the blood tracking. I want to see if I can do something like that, but from a spawn to the vampire lord.
You would have to craft something like the lantern, but yeah, maybe something would be.
I have
useful.
plans.
You have the vial of this youngster vampire.
Yeah. Cool.
I'll keep the young one. You seem ambitious. We'll see what future it deserves.
Do you need a guarantee from us? Well, maybe not everyone wants to give you one, but I mean, I kind of pushed for us to find a way that they could be saved. So, do you need a guarantee or something?
Shroud told me that you found him shackled under the manor.
Yes,
These people didn't decide their fate.
they did not.
I trust that the people of Xorhast will see to them hospitality, since they lived long under the tyranny of Loth and everything related to that.
Yeah, I think people from Xorhas are pretty trustworthy.
And you, Hounds. Is there a place among this that you want to go? Or if you want to go back, find your dragon.
Oh, you overheard that. Yeah, it'd be really great if you could help us locate the Nazum, and then cuz I guess Kaiser has a way to lead us to the responsible of all this.
You're still in the portal, but yeah.
But when did you have a dragon? I never saw him.
Oh, the Dragonborn that was with us. You remember him?
There was no dragonborn with you.
There was.
Yeah.
If I may be so bold, could you check my memories?
Yes.
Is it possible someone might have altered them so that we perceived someone or something trailing us as someone or something else?
That would be more than a detect thoughts scale of things.
Well, cuz you didn't
Not well versed in the arcane. I don't know how heavy what I'm asking you is.
you didn't see a sixth person with us the first time we met in your tower?
No.
He was invisible though. He cast.
Oh, yeah,
that's
that's
why.
true.
Yeah.
When the alarm of my manor sound to me, I casted myself true sight, so if anything invisible I would have seen.
Would you have seen pass through illusion?
Yes.
Would you have detected an illusion?
Yes.
That's what True Sight does.
Were there an illusion with us?
Nothing was with you.
So someone fucked with her mind.
No.
How did you find Nazum already?
We find him. Well, I find him. Like, you remember the place we fought the first werewolf?
Yeah, I
then
got
the-
in touch. She was there.
And he was
Yeah,
there,
you mean-
captured.
Yeah, but you also mean like the place.
But then everyone saw it at the tower.
Did they?
Yeah, because I called Astrid to tell her about the dragon. Right? Did I?
And we got him food and everything. We were like, what do dragons eat?
Yeah, and he helped us in fight. He cast. Well, he
Yeah.
breathed fire.
Yeah,
Yeah. He
My
made
God,
me
I
invisible.
feel like in Shutter Island.
But like, technically, part of those things could have been done by someone versed in the arcane. No,
on
like
5
the
people,
fire. Well,
a shared
mean-
illusion.
we're talking about going to fight an archmage. Pretty sure they can do it.
Is
I mean-
there?
Why?
You're talking
Yeah,
about
why?
fighting who?
Well, we do believe there's like at least 2 archmage in the Rexentrum that are part of this attack and the chaos that's been
Well-
rising around the place for a month.
Yeah, Aldrich Thunderbrand has been. Seems to be the root of a lot of the troubles we're having, including these pirates that are about to make landfall.
Yeah, and we encountered Alaris Moonsong back at the warehouse.
Usually when he's in town, he's trying to pass by.
Well, he did pass by our hands when we found him where we found the vampires.
Okay. Was your friend Dragon at any point not with you?
When we got into the mansion, I think is when we last saw him. Because he was
Yeah.
outside with us.
I mean,
And not
even
the mansion, the
before that.
warehouse. Sorry.
Well, yeah, there are times they're split from him.
Yeah, he stayed at the headquarters when we went on our first mission without him, I guess.
Yeah.
Within the Cerberus assembly, where you just told me there was at least 2 Archmage Trader.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there was an
And
attack on
we-
Astrid.
Yeah, and we've also eaten, share food, and share lodging with a place that has potential traders in it.
And since that specific moment that you said Astrid was attacked, did this dragon help you?
I don't remember.
At the dragon attack, attack, no, he didn't.
Nazum did help when.
Nazum nearly died
Yeah, that's
defending Kaiser while he
Yeah.
was carrying the body of Astrid.
Yeah,
And he
Nazum-
went back and was resting, and that's where you went on a mission on your own.
Yeah, we'll
Yep.
tell Yusa as much.
And from that moment, did he change back into a dragon at any point? You
No.
said that he was keeping his dragonborn form.
He didn't change back.
Oh, he never changed back. It was not Nazum.
Then who was it?
A spy from one of those archmage.
No, but still, he was with us inside the mansion of Yuza, and nobody saw
They
him.
said they didn't see anything. They didn't
Yeah.
see no one. They didn't see an illusion. It was just us.
Yes, but recall you something about true sights. True sight works with illusion and did not be pierced. If this thing is able to be non-detectable, it is by magic, by divination magic,
so non-detection.
could be working.
What the?
Uh,
Why would an
I'll believe
agent?
you. Why would we be so important?
Yeah, that's weird.
Like I think we're decently strong, but why not go at against the other team that was sent on the same mission
Ah.
we were?
It's Kaiser's fault. because he's a good
What,
friend of
because
Astrid.
is
He w-
because Astrid's his mentor?
Yeah,
I
but
don't think that.
no, I'm pretty sure it gives them a link to her having us checked up on her
Yeah, what
activity and stuff like that.
Yusa,
they would have killed
Yes.
us.
are you able to detect anything on the 5 of us? Any magic? Though I guess non-detection would mask it.
Nothing active. But if you want to go in the city and check for your dragon friend, it could also be something. If it's them.
I
You
have a
2
lot of
hours.
questions. And after that, we need to leave town.
All right, we need to have the a clearer picture. Maybe we would just extrapolating here. Let's go find the dragon.
All right.
So the
And
narrative
if it's
camera
not,
will just
mhm.
whoop out of that tower. Those ships coming closer and closer. Even some of them might be coming sooner than 2 hours. You have someone you want to find back in a limited time, and you want a lot of answers. And that's where we'll end tonight's session. You will be able to consider yourself having a short rest with everything that
Oh.
happened.
I was about to say with 7
Thank
HP.
you.
I have 3. 3.
Yeah, but
But
you
you're
have
alive.
a lot of AC.
Yeah,
Don't mind me. I'm gonna take it now before I forget.
yeah, same here. Yeah, Grandma's healing emporium can only do so much.
And
I'm ripping out a patch. We're sharing potions of healing. Remind me.
okay, I'm removing one of the patch.
Yeah, and 4 potions of healing. Yay!
And by the way, the medallion you grabbed is a
Mhm.
medallion of thoughts. It have 3 charge, and you can cast detect thought 3 times per day.
Grandma has a new necklace for no reason whatsoever.
All right. So here. So we'll do the round table and start with the baby guy because maybe he will be summoned.
No, everybody's sleeping right now. The 2 babies, my girlfriend, everything. I might need to go soon, but anyway. It was a good evening. I did enjoy it. A lot of stuff happened actually by the end with all the info we got, and like the story so far is patching up a lot of stuff, and even new questions are popping up. So it's real nice to be at this point of the story.
Yeah. Well, you're it. I don't. Every time. Oh, we might have to keep him alive. Okay.
No, but
I
that's
found it funny, and I love it that you are still like following what your characters would
yeah,
do.
that's why I don't decide to keep them alive anyway. But I have his head. We just need to find the right person.
Yeah.
And we'll follow up with Vest now that the internet seems to be friendly with us.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll need to call my provider because that's the 3rd time today.
Oh.
Well, not today, this week, and like I'm trying to reward remote, but yeah. So many questions which always make my conspiracy brain go really like because I love good conspiracy. Also, I have like personally so many questions regarding faith. So that's another part. I do like whenever there's like ethic problem being thrown in because I think that's always interesting. And yeah, I'm looking forward, and I'm really mad you stopped the game there, but I had a lot of fun.
It's already 10:40. And we'll follow up with Portia Cave. How you like your game?
I'm an old, confused woman who is feeling very overwhelmed by the developments taking place today. I was angry. Now I'm lost. Yeah, these are some wild developments. Yeah, like I feel like there's a thread unraveling so fast we can barely like catch up and like hold it in place, and it's a great place to put us on a cliffhanger.
We'll see what
So
you're gonna grab.
yeah. So no, this is fun. This is fun. Yeah, yeah. Wow, what a sesh! Like there were lots of that. That was loaded. That was good. That was good. Great game. Thanks.
Glad you like it. And with that 24 investigation, I guess that also with that short rest, you like screen it again. And in the manifest, in the book that you have, you see that the name of your grandson has been shipped 2 months ago when you passed the trials to the same city that all those vampire spawn are destined to go.
I need to go into that portal.
All right.
Brand
Like,
was about to pull a Taken.
It's a good thing you told me this now instead of when I did the check, because I would have stepped into that portal.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Like, make a new character sheet. What are you doing? Yeah, I'm putting a new character sheet. Don't ask why.
And we'll fill up with Kaiser. Christoph, how do you like your game?
Yeah, I liked it. I was sure you put us like on a ethical challenge with the vampires, and was okay. We will have to burn them at some point, but apparently not. We still have powerful friends. But I was ready for that thing, maybe. But yeah, I'm as confused as the old lady. I feel like everything is unraveling, but it's been like more than a year we have this game, so it is my dog coming to see me. Hello.
Hello, doggy.
Yeah, so it is confusing, and I'm like kind of curious to discover all the entanglement, and seems all connected to the very beginning, but in my mind it's far away. So I'm curious to discover what happened. Yeah, and where to go now.
All right. And we'll end up with our little Revna. Ari, how you like your game?
That was awesome, actually. Like, I mean, we finished off our fight, and then I feel like it was a really good mix of like investigation that led into the reveal of like the vampire spawn. So it's like, okay, like what the fuck is this? But then like that led into, you know, like uncovering more of the overall plot, which I really, really liked. And now I'm just like gonna go back because this session has been spread into like over 2 notebooks. So like I can't wait to just go dig into my old pile of notebooks and like go through all of my notes, see if I can like maybe figure something out over what the fuck is going on. But yeah, I feel like Nazum was planted like from the beginning and like was meant to like play a big part in this. So other than just, you know, the lovable NPC we adopt. So yeah.
We
I
should know.
just-
Well, maybe you'll find him. Maybe you don't find him in the town. We'll see.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like everything's just kind of coming together, which is really exciting.
Yeah. Glad you like it. So, with all that, next week is going to be Insurrection, and I really love the game. And like, technically, next game is going to be the last one of this milestone of this arc. So you'll have more information. You'll have to make big decisions on the next session. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
Who's going to die?
I wanted an intrigue where you have some bits here and there from the very beginning of the campaign of what's going to happen. You had the myriad, the criminals. You had this guy. The competition,
This guy.
and just to have someone, not necessarily that is a mastermind, but that is doing something, and that thing is planned, and you are the only one with these kinds of information that can untangle things, and the only thing you can do right now is maybe save some people in the city, like Ewo you did, and the evacuation that's happening. But now then, you've seen that there's some Cerberus assembly people, so you cannot trust maybe people at home. So I love the fact how you have to juggle with the politics of this situation. So yeah, no, things are coming through a lot, and well, Portia will have more information about grandson maybe next session, or maybe the other way around. You know where he went 2 months ago, and to see a plan of someone that is. Usually, you see that a big bad evil guy is always doing the things in his corner, and at some point you'll have to corner him or something like that. And he never really truly succeeds at some point in many stories I've seen or heard. So now that, well, he already overtook like the Council of Taldore, and the guy is sending a fleet of monstrous creatures and pirates on the Menagerie Coast, and is hiring the not the class, but maybe the class. You had some ties in there, and or the Myriad to shred chaos all across Wildemount. So yeah,
He's just set for world domination, pretty much.
he's trying it out, you know.
You gotta start somewhere.
And you have a small piece of information and a possibility to go right where he is right now, in Kaiser's hands.
And get TPK'd.
Maybe.
Yeah.
JB not.
JB?
JB, no, it's about arcane thing. The show. So thank you for being awesome players like you are, in the satisfaction of a DM seeing like your players like, was it this? Is it that? Well, is it going back to this? And like all reveling like that. I'm like, I live for this. So thanks to my players for telling a lovely story like this one all together. And we'll see each other in 2 weeks for the follow-up of this monstrous raveling about the Dungeon and Dragons that is happening in the Menagerie Coast. And next week, Insurrection Star Wars game, where they're actually trying to remove a gang for being threatening of an orphanage. I think I have something against children lately. I'm sorry.
I mean, I wouldn't say do an introspection about it, but maybe do.
Nah, it's okay. All right. So, thanks to
You
you.
sure are.
Since it's already late, won't be any raid tonight. Thanks to all of you. And thanks for the people that I know that there are lurkers standing there. It was a calm game tonight. See ya. And remember, always, may your fumbles become epic stories. Ciao!